Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share. Share this video with someone who you think it would help them and for them to improve their life. Okay, so now this is part two of the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind cannot reason or argue with you. If you give it a suggestion, it immediately proceeds to bring it into reality. Everything that has ever happened to you in your life is based on your thoughts, which were impressed upon your subconscious mind through your belief. As I have said before, the subconscious mind deals with repetition. It doesn't know when you're joking. It only knows to create. The subconscious mind is one with your divine source, which is God. And that's why I call it infinite mind. It can create the freedom and the happiness that you seek. Your subconscious mind is it's a principle, and it works according to the laws of belief. As it states in St. Mark 11:23 in the Bible, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and cast into the sea, and if you shall not doubt in your heart, but shall believe that those things which he has said it shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he says. That is the subconscious mind. If you give it a command, repeatedly give it a command, it will immediately go to work to fulfill it. Because to be honest with you, this, for people who are very spiritually in tune. Now, let me explain what I mean by this. Spiritual growth is like a ladder. We're on different ladders, on different part of that ladder. According to where you are on that ladder is where your spiritual understanding is, okay? So the further you get, so you might be maybe down, I'm not going to say down, but you might be on the ladder, and maybe you feel that the only way you can communicate with God is through prayer. You don't really understand affirmations and things like that. As you grow on that spiritual path, then you understand, oh, wait a minute, these affirmations work. I could do affirmations and I'm communicating with God. As you go higher, you might say, oh, hey, it's really my frequency. If I can relate to God that I want wealth, I can just change my frequency to wealth and God will give me wealth. And then you understand. Then you go a little more and you say, oh, hey, wait a minute. God gave me dominion over all things, which means I can command a thing and it can be done. So I can command my subconscious mind. I command you to bring to me opulence. Fill my world with opulence. This I demand. So be it. So, the higher you go on the spiritual path, the more your learning opens, the more your knowledge opens, and you don't have to do affirmations. You just command what you want, and you can have it. Because again, God gave you dominion over all things. Read your Bible, people. So you have dominion over all things. What does that mean? So I've taught you enough in these audios so far for you to understand that what does that really mean? God has given me dominion over all things. I have explained to you that everything is energy. So if God has given you, dominion over all things, what does that mean? God has given you dominion over energy. You are energy. But because you are made in the image and the likeness of God, you're like the head energy over all the other energy. As it states in the Bible, you're over the fish, the trees, I can't remember what else to say, but it's the trees and the fish, and you're just over everything else because you the head honcho energy. Because you were made in the image and likeness of God. But all things are energy. So that means that God has given us the dominion over energy. So what does that mean? Does that mean I'm just supposed to sit down and say, because money is energy, people. A car is energy. When you get it down, we're not talking about, it's a car. Yeah, it's a car. You see a car, you might say, I don't see no energy, I see a car. But we're bringing it down to the atom, to the electron. When you pull it all the way down there, it's energy. So money is energy. So if you have dominion over all things, which is energy, which is money, do you supposed to say, oh, money, I need you, I'm broke. Oh, I don't have any money. Are you supposed to cry, oh my God, I wish I had money to buy this, wish I had money to buy. That's not taking dominion of your world. To taking dominion of your world is I command money to come to me immediately. So be it. That's taking demand of your money. Because we are powerful beings. How are we powerful? We have no power of our own. We don't. We're using God's power. That tells you that in the Bible. If you're using God's power, what does that make you? God's power is powerful. It created a whole universe. If you're just using a fraction of that, we are mighty powerful. But we don't act like it. We do not stand in our dominion. We sit and say, oh my God, I had to pay a bill today and I ain't got no money. What am I going to do? My rent is due. What am I going to do? I ain't got no job. That's what we do. We act like victims is what we do, including myself. Because sometimes I forget. And I have to remember, wait a minute, hold on. I have dominion over this. So let me sit down and make my request. I demand this into my world. So we do forget, and we don't always remember that we have dominion over things. And even if I'm telling you that this is in the Bible, and you might say, oh, I don't remember that's in the Bible. Let me go back and look it up. And then you see it in there. And then you'll say, oh my gosh, she right. You might have heard this before, but you really didn't maybe get it or didn't, register with you that you had this type of power, that you are not a victim to anything, that you were given dominion over all things on this earth, and all things on this earth are what? Energy. So when you command something into your world, what are you doing? You're commanding the energy. I had somebody tell me one time, I don't know if I could do that, because it's like I'm telling God what to do. God gave you the dominion over the world. I'm saying that a lot of times so it can soak in for those who don't know this, and for those who do know this, but you forgot. If you have dominion over all things on this earth, go back and read your Bible because the shows say that. And then you know now that all things are energy. And you know that you're energy too, but you just the head honcho energy because you're made in the image of likeness or God, which makes you superior than the other energy that's on earth. When I mean other energy, I'm talking about your cars. It's only one energy. So I don't want to get confused here. It's only one energy, but I'm talking in the form of physical and energy. Because when I say that, if you want a car, that's energy. So you can command that car to you. So when I say other energy, I'm not meaning that there's two energies. I'm meaning that there's one energy, and that energy maybe will go into the making of a car or money. And so what I'm saying is you're over a car. You're over money. You're over those things. You're over the animals. You're over I think in the Bible it tells you the things that fly in the sky or something like that. It kind of, and then also like the animals and things. But you're over that energy. So I don't mean it's a separate energy. I mean, but you have dominion over that energy. Again, this energy is just like a ladder. You know what I mean? Like we have different levels of things. So the energy has different levels of things that vibrate in different frequencies. And the human or mankind, we vibrate in the highest frequency. So we the head honchos, in other words. So if you want that energy to produce something for you, and you want to stand in your power, then you can command that energy to do whatever you want it to do. It is time for us to wake up, people, and take dominion of our world, which God gave us. It's time for us to stop being little victims in our world. Oh my God, I love him and he left me. What am I going to do? You know, I was watching this story the other day because I like Bold and the Beautiful. So I was watching the Bold and the Beautiful, and they've been showing for a whole week or two, maybe a little longer, how this girl, you know, she had broke up with this guy, and she is so desperate to get him back. Every day, oh, I want him back. Oh, please help me get Carter. Anybody who listened to her, she want him back. And I came to watch TV one day, and I thought, this is so disgusting. You would act like they're portraying this like he's the only man in the world. But this is like real life, though. Because women do that. Some women do that. They break up with a guy and they don't see nobody else. You would think that's the only guy in the world. I actually had a client recently who were doing this. She's been with this man for 15 years that have not been treating her right, and she's still not ready to go. She act like he's the only man on the planet. You have to wake up and stand in your power. Stop letting people pull you down and make you a victim of your world. You were given dominion of your world by God. Now stand up and use it. Stand up in your power. Okay, I better end this tape. I might make a 3 because I really didn't finish the power of the subconscious mind. So I'll probably make a part 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to press subscribe. And you like this and share. Thank you so much.